Hello, my planner friends. It's Crystal with Happy to Plan. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys have a great evening and a great day. I'm recording or putting this voiceover on very late, so I hope I can get it up by Valentine's Day, but it's pretty late here tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and do my Valentine's Day week spread in my Happy Planner, and I hope that you guys enjoy. So I found this little, like, I think it's a cake decorating. Yeah, a cake topper. And I thought that it would be a cute Valentine's Day for my happy planner. I also have this replica vintage inspired little card here. And I really think it's so cute. And really wanted to use it in this spread. So I'm going to do both of those. And then I have this little paper that just says, hi, hello. I thought that kind of went with the phone motif. So I'm going to use that paper as well. Now, I ended up using the red and then also yellow. So it's a weird combination, but especially when I was like putting it together. But then when you put the little card in there, it kind of pulls everything together. So just trust the process is what I'm saying. It's going to look weird having red and yellow. I actually really like the combination, but it just is like not usually a combination that you use very often. So I but I think it looks really cute at the end. Okay, so I cut the strip. I'm just going to put the paper in the middle. So I'm just going to cut that paper up, and I do ink everything up. So even like the yellow stickers, I kind of ink up a little bit just because I wanted to have a little bit of a vintage feel. I didn't want to go too vintagey, but I just wanted to have like a little vintage feel just because of the card. So I'm just cutting the paper up here, and then I'm just going to ink up the edges, and I'm going to do just a strip down the middle, so the middle column, or middle row, I should say, and and get all of that in there and then glued down. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like, what's taking me so long? Just do it. Okay, so then I am going to work on the side panel piece. So it was interesting because I was trying to use that cake topper, right? And then I was also trying to use the card. And I was like, felt like it was almost going to be too much because I was trying to put the cake topper thing like in the middle line, but then that wasn't working. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't use this, but I really, really wanted to use both pieces. So what I ended up doing, and you'll see here in a second when I get these glued down, is I'm gonna put the Happy Valentine's Day on the side panel, and then the little yellow card thing I'm gonna put in the middle. But I'm just using my Fabri-Tac here to glue everything down. It was on the other side of this page is my uh, little owl spread that I did last week, and there was a really puffy heart on there, which kept making things kind of hard to glue down. Um, the little puffy heart. So, okay, so here you can see my struggle. Like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to put this on there? I can't really put that there. And I really wanted it to be by the 14. So I just decided to cut it. I mean, I only actually spent $1 on this, even though now everything at my Dollar Trees are $1.25. This was actually $1 when I bought it. So I did, um, when I cut it, one of the little pieces of the plastic came off, but I just colored it with red and you can't even tell. And so I cut it up and I'm just going to put that there on the side panel. Now, since I had that one, uh, I didn't like all of the stuff in the bottom of it, so I did want to cover up the the paper or the actual planner page. So I am going to put a piece of paper down there, but look how good that fits. It's like perfectly fits in that space. So I'm going to get a piece of paper here, and I just pulled out like a regular printer piece of paper, and I'm going to cut that up. And I did cover the entire area of the side panel just to make sure that there was none of that design from the side panel showing. And I didn't really love that the white of the paper didn't really match the white of the planner page. So I did decide to go ahead and ink it up. And I kind of went a little overboard in some spots, but I went overboard on one spot and I'm like, okay, I'll just go overboard on another spot to make it look like it wasn't a mistake. So, and I just kind of roll over it a little bit with different, with the paper or the ink, just to make sure that it kind of had like the different color. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. Now when I did cut the piece, the little plastic piece, it did break in a few different spots, but it has like a plastic sheet or plastic thing on the back piece. So it kind of kept all of the things together, the little plastic piece. So then I was able to get that glued on fairly easily. So I'm just going to glue both of those pieces on. I'm just using my Fabri-Tac. It's, basically the only glue I use. And I really think this turned out really cute. I'm so glad that I bought this and I thought of doing this. And I will do this in the future if they ever have these cake toppers for other things. And so then I'm going to go ahead and glue that little piece of paper on. And I glued it onto the paper before I glued it onto the planner page because of that sticker that I was telling you about. All right, so that is there. I think that looks great. And now I'm going to go ahead and put together the little yellow piece. So I decided to go ahead and usually I wait to the end to do the little middle pieces, but I decided to go ahead and do it this time ahead of time just because I got inspired. I really wanted to see if it was going to work, the idea I had in my head. So I took that piece of paper that says, hi, hello, this is the back side, and I just traced out the image so that, because I wanted to cut it a little bit, I just wanted to have something to basically put it in the planner with without actually punching holes in the card. So I just took that piece of paper and then I'm going to cut around like half of the image of the little phone. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. And when I glued it on, I decided to use some foam tape just because the little mechanism of the phone, I wanted the phone little mechanism thing to be able to work. So I didn't want to like glue it to the paper directly. So I just used some foam tape in strategically placed areas to ensure that it wouldn't mess with the mechanism of the little phone. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. Just going to test it out and then glue it onto that piece. With the phone tape. And I think this turned out really cute. I really like using that. I've had that for a while now, and I hadn't ever thought of actually using it in my planner. And then I found it, I was like, oh, I should use this in my planner. This would be a cute little Valentine's Day thing. So we're going to put that right on top of there. And then once I get that all done, it's going to be sticker time. All right. So, see, it looks weird, the yellow and the red together. Not weird. It's an interesting combination you don't see very often. But I did end up putting something in the middle of the site or that little row afterwards, and I'll show you that next week when I flip through my planner. But there is the one for this week and the little cute little phone thing. And then I do show you last week's here. That's what last week's turned out. So that is all that I got for you today. Hope that you guys enjoyed. See you next week. Bye.